Hello guys, this is Ellie with your week reading for the 14th of September through to the 20th of September. This is a general sun sign reading for all the signs. If you wanted something more specific to you, more clarity and focus on a significant, specific thing happening in your life, go to my website at www.hypnoyouellie.com. Alternatively, I do offer a one burning question reading for $35 paid at PayPal at hypnoyouellie@hotmail.com. Once those funds have cleared, the answer will be sent to you within 48 hours. So I have chosen one card for your overall work, study, finances and career, one for your home life and home associations and relationships, one for your health, emotional, spiritual and physical well-being, and then one for your love. So let's get started. Now we're starting off the week with our work being the King of Cups. Now this signifies the Pisces sign first and foremost, and then it will be the water sign, Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio. The Pisces King is someone with a poker face who is able to sense the emotions and sense what's going on around him as well as in himself. The Pisces King is also quite psychic and uses his sixth sense as well as his intuition, his brain and his senses. So at work, this is you feeling rock solid in your position at work. This is the feeling of person in position of authority or in charge, and you're feeling quite comfortable in your position. This is also about hearing that something lucrative is coming in. You might hear that you've got a lucrative deal or investment or position coming in. You'll hear it now, and it will not far away. He's also about using his integrity and being the head of his game, and using all of your senses. So if you don't feel like this is the right time to strike, then don't. If your senses are telling you that there's something going on, then listen to your senses. If your senses are telling you that to strike while the iron's hot, then that's exactly what you need to do. You need to do what your gut's telling you at the moment around your work situation. You could be dealing with a boss who's got a poker face and you're not quite sure where you're standing. You might be feeling emotionally insecure because you can sense things, but the people you're dealing with are poker face. So you could be dealing with a poker face king at work, poker face authority, someone who's not giving much away. Maybe it's a client. Maybe you've got a lucrative deal on the table and you're not quite sure which way it's going because you can't read them. They're not giving much away, but you can sense it. You can feel, whether it's a yes or a no. So they're asking you to go with that. And now, if you're looking for work, the words are there's plenty of fish in the sea. So you might hear that you didn't get the job that you hoped you were going to get, but suddenly there's 3 or 4 new offers that you could go after. So there's plenty of work out there. There's plenty of opportunity. You just need to remember that. In your home sense, we have the Knight of Wands, and this has got a real Leo flavor around it. Now, this card is talking about quick progress, things moving quickly, and this is about a go-for-it moment. This is the Knight of Passion, so it's not the page. The page is someone who's learning, who's not quite sure of his own ideas. The Knight knows what he's doing. He's the intermediate before he gets to being, the king or queen. So the Knight he's got experience under his belt. You know what you're doing, and you're making quick progress. So what you're doing around the home at the moment is going to go quite quickly, especially if you're passionate about it. Now, if there's any arguments or negative situations around the family home at the moment, these will cease quite quickly. They will dissipate and disappear. If you are wondering about asking someone to move in, wondering about asking someone to do something, wondering or thinking and hoping that something will go through for you, it will go through. They're asking you to go for it. This is the perfect time to jump, to launch, to go on that. This is also about being practical. Practical support versus radical change. This is about someone may be going through a radical change and you are asked to be supportive. This is about manifestation. This is about being determined. So you're dealing with all these forces around the family home. In your health, we do have the Temperance. So this is a major change, a major shift in your emotional, physical, or spiritual physique at this time. So you might go back to your place of worship after having a time of not going there. You might have a light bulb moment, a euphoric moment where you feel connected to your higher self, connected to your faith, because there is a light bulb moment around your health, whether it be emotional, physical, or spiritual. There is a light bulb moment. There is also an enlightenment. Something's going to happen this week that's going to make you do something about it, something to change. You're going through a transition. Something's happening in your life to do with your health, whether it be physical or emotional or spiritual, where you're making the changes. You could be making these changes and see how good you feel, and so this is pushing you to move even faster. This could be that you've been going through tribal tribulations and hard time, and you're suddenly seeing the end, and you're going through this transition. Now, this is a water sign again, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, first and foremost, but this is also about emotions because it's the cup. So emotionally, things are moving. Emotionally, there's a transition period, but there's a eclipse, the sun eclipse at the back. So this could be starting or the 90-day trend from the solar eclipse. This could be you getting news. Something's been highlighted for you, and you're going through that change. The last card we have is for your relationships. We do have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, this is someone who can be quite distant and withdrawn. This can be someone who is smart and ambitious and driven and quite overbearing to the point where they can be seen as being quite cold and quite dominating and cold and, what's the word I'm looking for? Clinical. And so if you're exhibiting this behavior, then they're asking you to stop it. You could be dealing with someone who's behaving in this manner. And to change this scenario is for you to open dialogue and speak up and to say, this is how I'm feeling, this is what's going on. So someone this week could be a bit overbearing, a bit bossy, a bit controlling, a bit cold, or a bit withdrawn, a little bit selfish, a little bit negative. So if that's who you're dealing with this week, then open up. You're feeling, they could be feeling insecure. So if this is you, this is coming from a feeling of insecurities and not feeling worthy, not feeling deserving, not feeling good enough. If you're dealing with someone, that's where these emotions are coming from. Okay, so you need to understand that, open dialogue, and everything will be okay. So I hope you've enjoyed that reading. So I shall see you next week.